everybody. My name's Henry Pyatt. I'm Mayor Peduto's Small Business and Redevelopment Manager. We're here today at Mayor Peduto's Parking Day installation. Parking Day has been celebrated in Pittsburgh since 2008, and I'm joined here by two members of Pittsburgh's Parking Day Committee that help folks all over town organize these events to help people envision new and different ways to use public space. Not that we're trying to say parking spaces should necessarily be movie theaters, but this is an exercise in opening our minds about how we use our public space. This is Chuck Alcorn, who's a employee of the city's Urban Redevelopment Authority, but volunteered to lead this year's Parking Day Committee. And Mary Taylor at Neighborhood Allies also volunteered in her own time to organize the Parking Day installations all around the city. So without further ado, I'd like to let Mayor Peduto speak to this space, and then we'll be joined by folks from the 48-Hour Film Project as well as the Pittsburgh Film Office, who contributed to the films that folks coming through the installation will see today. Thank you.
All right, so last year Henry turned this site into a beach, and together with the work. And where's Nancy? I know that she was involved in this as well. She is
together on her day off.
Unbelievable. Of course she did on her day off. That speaks to Nancy Burns. You've outdone yourself. So I can't even imagine what next year will be. So what do we decide to celebrate? All the great things that are happening within our Department of Parks and Recreation, and one in particular, our Cinema in the Parks, where we were able to come together as a community to enjoy free films and be able to partner with other organizations as well. I wanted the director to talk a little bit about a lot of the initiatives that his folks are doing in Parks and Recreation to really make the livability of our city expanded, and not only expanded, but making it available for everyone. You know, it was a great honor this year to be able to work with Director Griffin to provide free swimming for all of our kids. But what good is it if kids don't know how to swim? So he's expanded the program now where every second grader in Pittsburgh will be given that opportunity to get free swimming lessons. And our goal is to have them all swim. But again, that's just a little part two of the great things. So I thought I'd ask him to speak. Thank you again, guys, for making this an incredible display of what can be done with a parking spot. Director?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, thank you. I'm Jim Griffin from City Parks. It's been an incredible year from us, led by, of course, the mayor and the leadership from his team throughout. So I want to thank Henry. I want to thank the Alliance for partnering. This is the best, smallest park in the city of Pittsburgh for today, and I want to welcome you all. And this is what we do every Sunday night and Wednesday nights in Shenley Park, and we're happy to have you here like we're happy to have you there. So all the best features are here. We've got the show, we've got the popcorn. We even have our park ranger. This is our park ranger, John Furman, from our team that's piloted this year in Shenley Park. So in addition to things like park rangers, in addition to free swimming, in addition to the summer meals program, in addition to all the other great things we're doing across the city, we pivot and do more every day, and this is just an example of an innovative and great way that we're reaching out to the community. The mayor mentioned the second grade swim program. We're partnering with great partners like public schools. We're partnering with great programs like the Allies and the Parking Committee here today. So thank you all for coming. Enjoy the space, enjoy the day, and greatly appreciated your presence and your participation.
Henry, the city's smallest park is back to you.
Woo! Thank you. Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Director. So up next, I'd like to introduce Steve Biddle from the Pittsburgh Film Office. Folks who come to today's installation will be seeing some of the public service announcements that explain how the Film Office helps generate economic activity in all kinds of sectors all over the city. Steve, come on up.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Don Keyser and the Pittsburgh Film Office, I just want to say thanks for coming out on this beautiful day. When we were asked to be a part of this great event, the first thing we thought was, our reaction was yes. We'd love to talk about the film industry. Any chance we get to talk about the film industry, we're happy to, because the film industry means jobs. It means thousands of jobs for this region. It means economic development. It means money for all of us. And there's an awful lot of film production going on right now. There has been for some time. If you've been following what's going on in the city, every now and again we'll see someone coming down the street, an actor, Jake Gyllenhaal or somebody like that, and it's great to see that, but it's also great to see all the crew right behind him filming whatever, a TV show or a feature film or something like that. In the last 8 years, we've had over 50 major film and television productions. We've brought in over $600 million in economic development in that time. Every year for the last 6 years, we've averaged over $100 million, and this year is going to be no different. We've got 2 major feature films here. We've got 2 television series, and it's wrapping up to be a great year. In fact, in a couple of weeks, we have Ewan McGregor, his latest film. It's actually his directing debut, and he's starring in the film. That'll be starting here in a couple of weeks, and it looks to be a busy fall, and next spring looks to be busy. We're already speaking with several television series, and so we hope to have another $100 million year and bring more jobs into the region. Thousands of people in this region are in the film industry, and we're looking for that to grow as the years go by. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Steve. And last, Miss Camila Adams, who's with the 48-Hour Film Project, is going to explain that project and how it brings Pittsburghers together to learn to make films and make films together. Thanks, Camila.
I'm Camila Adams, and I am the producer for the Pittsburgh 48-Hour Film Project. Thank you to Henry, Mayor Peduto, and City Parks, and everybody who was involved in making this happen. This is an amazing idea, and I'm super stoked to be a part of it. So if you are not familiar, the 48-Hour Film Project, this happens once a year here in Pittsburgh, and what we do is filmmakers sign up online beforehand, and they all get together on that Friday, and they get assigned a line of dialogue, a prop, a character, and they have a genre. They pick a genre out of a hat, and they have 48 hours to make a 4 to 7 minute film. And this goes on in over 150 cities worldwide, so Pittsburgh is just one of the many. And the best film of Pittsburgh goes on to compete against the best film of all the other cities. And also this year, actually what you're watching now, these are 3 of the films from this year's 2015 competition. And you know, I'm super proud of these guys. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing feat to make a film, period, but to make one in 48 hours and with elements that you have no control over, that's just an amazing thing in itself. And last year we started to do a secondary competition with just horror. So in October, we are going to be doing the Pittsburgh 48-Hour Horror Film Project. And all the films get screened at the Hollywood Theater. You can go to 48hourfilm.com and you can find more information. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Camila. I really appreciate it. If it wasn't for all the awesome cinema activity happening all over town, we wouldn't have been able to pull together this awesome showcase. Lastly, before we sign off for the day, I'd like to let everyone know that they can check out information about Parking Day installations all over town at parkingdaypgh.org. There are over 40 installations this year, I believe, and they have all registered, and they are doing all kinds of different ideas to show different ways to think about using public space. The largest concentration this year that we're really excited about is over on Forbes Avenue downtown between Grant and Cherry. So if you're working downtown, come take a look before the end of the day. Parkingdaypgh.org, again, is where you find information about all the installations all over town. Thank you all very much for coming out today.